Doing something different. Now he's a little too slow for his flat walk, so a tiny bit faster, not much. That's good. Yep. Now just keep that. Now in a minute, I'll tell you when we will go back to his saddle gait, but when I tell you to go, remember just slowly press with your leg so he doesn't go too fast and start taking off. Okay, now he's slowing down. Good. Really good with his head. You're doing a great job. Okay. Go ahead. He's starting to do it anyhow, so go ahead and start to go to your saddle gait, but very light leg. Remember, in your brain, think quarter horse jog. That's good. Now you're going to try and keep that speed. Try not to pull your hands down. Yep. And then something just really annoyed him, so lighten your leg and breathe. When his head comes up and that tail is swishing, he's telling you there's something he doesn't like. Either your leg's going in his groin or you're digging your butt in too much, so you just want to be aware and go, oh, okay, I'll do it a little bit lighter. Slow down, breathe, and lighten your leg anytime you want to slow down. Yep. Good. Yep. Good. Don't go any faster. That's good. The only thing I see you doing wrong is just kind of pushing your hands into his neck. So remember, your hands are, you know, if you're using them, are coming back towards your hip, not going down to your knees. There you go. So now his ears are starting to flop, so he's telling you you're doing a great job. Yep, you're doing good. Yep, now just be careful with your leg because you just swung your leg back. Yep. So try it again. So again, you can use your leg. You just don't want to bring it back because it's too close to his groin. Yep. And you're doing good. His head's coming up here and there. So again, once you really get it with him, his head shouldn't do that at all. But for the first time, you're doing fantastic. A little slower. So think lighten your leg just a little. Good job. Now he's probably going to get slower by the gate. Good. You're doing much, much better with his head and your hands. Now he's speeding up, so breathe a little bit or lighten that leg, and that should be enough to get him back. That's okay. Now just push him a little bit. So it's just getting used to the gears that he has now, again, because he's a little different from when he left you. That looks nice. Yep. In time, you'll get it, and he'll be even smoother than he is now. But you're doing good for the first time. Yep. Now, he might be bulging just a little to the right. So if his head keeps coming up and down, just try to make sure your right rein and leg is just against him. Yep. Yep, a little bit slower because it's getting just a tiny bit jarring there. Yep. So we want his head, right there is good with his head. It doesn't need to be much lower than that. It's just got to kind of stay in the position. But right now, again, since he's learning, you guys are learning, it goes up and down. So we just try to keep adjusting it and try to just kind of get it neutral and level with the saddle or a little above it. She's doing a little shoulder, and turn your shoulders a little to the right as you do it. There you go. Yeah. Okay. So now you can go straight and just flat walk all the way around. Yep, but great with his head and neck. Yep, you got his ears flopping. Right? She's doing an awesome job. But this is where he might drift, so we'll see. Nope, that was perfect. Good, go around one more time, and then we'll give him a break. Add more and more to build up their strength. Yep. Good job. Yep. Go. He's kind of in and out. There you go. You might have to go a tiny bit faster. Yep, and then keep that speed. But again, if you're getting the bounce, then leg yield them or shoulders moving. That's better with his head. Oh. And then, of course, holding him straight at the same time. You're doing great. Very good. Okay. So here we go. So I'm going to have you squeeze and relax on the rein. Shift your weight to the left. And then ask him with your left leg to canter. And you can say the word canter. Now he's kind of gating a little bit. Yep. So try to get that head down. Yep. But don't pull your hand down. Yep. Now walk. Walk. Whoa. Yep. Sit down and then just walk. Okay. So you pulled your hand down when he pulled his head up, which made it worse. Because it pulled on his bars. He shot his head up more and then he got very, very lateral. So, yep. So now just go back to walking. And what I would do, because you kind of got up in too much of a half seat, is if you can, if you're not bouncing, go ahead and sit deeper because it was too much. So we're just walking and you want to try to get his head as low as you can. Because if it comes up, it'll have, you know, it'll take longer to get it super high. So it should make it easier for you. So that's better with his head. Yep. But it's hard. But you did pretty good. He got very kind of pacey canter, or pantering. So we're going to ask him in a different spot too, just in case it was that spot. So once you start, I guess going by the mounting block, we'll start to ask him. So be careful. Your hands are in your thighs again. Yep. And that gets his head fighting against you. Yep. Get his head down. Lean back just a little bit. Okay. So we're going to try it here. So half halt. Shift your weight to the left. Left leg. Ask him to canter. Lean back. Get his head down. Get his head down. Yep. You're doing funky stuff with your wrist. Walk. Walk. Get his head down and just go back to walking. Keep going, and then you're going to stop. Okay. This is the nice thing about video. I'm going to show you it.
I think I spurred it.
Stop. So we're going to start here. Walk a little slower. Yep. Okay, we're going to half halt. Shift your weight. Keep his head down. Ask for the canter. Hold. Keep his head. There you go. Now breathe. Yep. And now tell him to walk, and then get his head back down. Walk. Yeah, that was very good. Now when you get up a little further, stop him, and we're going to give him a break for doing the right thing. Let's go.
The canter, is he also better to the left?
I think so. I can't remember. I was trying the other day, and then I forgot. I was like, I don't know. But he was tired, so I think his left was better than his right. Yep. Try to keep that head down of his. Nope. So walk, start again. So I wouldn't kiss because a lot of times they do that when they want the rack. And as soon as you kissed, he went into being a different horse. Yep. As soon as you did it, his head flew in the air, his tail went up, and he took off kind of lateral. And you didn't do that the time before, or if you did, it was much quieter.
I think I did.
Yeah. So you just try it again and sit. You lean forward that time.
You're right.
Yeah. Sit. Now breathe. Open your mouth. Breathe. Lift your hand. Try to get his head down. Push your feet out in front of you. Keep going. Lean back. Lean back, breathe, breathe. Yep, now walk. Oh, yep, and just go back to walking. Walk one circle and try it again. So we went further, but it wasn't as nice. That's why it kept you going. Yep. Try it again, remember, sit, try to keep his head down, hands up. And you know I told you before to kind of lean forward, but I think it's better now if you're sitting back. Yep. So get his head as low as you can. No, you don't want to start there. Well, you were lucky. I would walk, lift your hands up. Yep. So when you went to canter off, his head was up. Yep. And that's the hard part. So you can be like, no, I'm not going to do it here. Because if that head goes up, that's when he's going to start swinging his legs lateral. Okay. Yep. So lean back. And when you try to canter, do it in a different spot. Because sometimes it's the spot that's making them kind of squirt too. But lean back more. Try to get your upper body way back like you're sitting in a chair for now. Yep. And then he should be relaxed with his head down when you ask, not with his head up. Yep. So then when you're ready, you can try, but not now because it does not look good. That's, that's better. And keep those hands up. That's it. Lean back, hold his head, keep your hands up. Sit back, it's okay, it's because of the steering. Lift your hands up, lean back, walk, because it's just out of control, and start again. Yep, keep your hands up and just walk. So you were fine, and then the steering got you because you kind of hit the edge of that pole, and then after that it just went downhill. So you're going to try it again. I'm going to kick the pole in a little bit so you have more room and you don't have to worry about it. So don't go yet. But remember, get his head as low as you can. Keep your hands up and you're trying to sit deep. That's good. I was just going to say shorten your reins. Yep. Hold his head. Yep. Don't let that head come up.
He anticipated.
Yes. Yep. And they will. Yep, so if it starts to come up as you're asking him, you might have to pull pretty hard to get his head down. Pull, lean back. That's it, lean back, breathe. Now it's choppy, sit back, try to bend him, breathe, and see if you can get slower. Head down, keep going. A little more leg now. That's better. And then walk. I know it's horrible, but now walk, but it was better. All right, now you can stop and give him a break. Canters can get so much better. All right, so his head's not bad, but I would try for lower. As low as you can get it, and then remember your hands, don't let them go to your thighs when you ask him, and you want to sit deep and sit back. All right. So now once you're ready, and you don't have to go now, you ask him anytime you feel you're ready, and it'll be your right leg, and just try and think lightly with your right leg to make sure you're not goosing him and giving him too much leg. And no clucking. Hold his head, good. Hold him. No, wrong lead. So just walk, sit, that's okay, and keep walking, and start again. Yep. So where you asked him, don't ask that spot again, because it means he changed his balance, and that's why he picked up the wrong lead. He picked up his hard lead, but that happens. So you might want to ask somewhere the fence is supporting you more, and it might help him to get his lead. And very easy, because we know he's anticipating. So you don't want to give much leg. You know, you could just kind of tickle him a little with the spur if he's not going. Yeah. And then think if he's fast, open your mouth and breathe. Because we forget, we clamp down and then they get faster. Hold his head. Sit deep. Easy. Talk to him. Easy. Easy, buddy. And walk. Oh. And then I would stop him and make a real big fuss because that was good enough. Good job. Yep. And then I would quit with that.